It's the 21st episode, 21 Savage, but we're not savages. It's AJ Styles versus AJ Francis. Money. Raquel Rodriguez put her on the shirt. Similar to how Melo be putting them in the banners. Put them on the shirt. Raquel Rodriguez put Io Sky and said, bye-bye.
This man called me. This man texted me. This man did everything to get me stressed. And now he's trying to act like what he did on episode 20 was no big deal. This is ridiculous. Just because you didn't get the over-the-top reaction that you expected from Star does not mean that you did not have evil. First of all, why else would you have to make me promise that afterwards I still love you?
All I'm going to tell you real quick is check your phone and know that you love me when you check that phone.
All right. So speaking of Bianca.
Oh, gosh, why are you doing this to me right now?
You claim you really do love her, don't you? I want to know how much you love Bianca.
That there's only two men in this world that love Bianca more than me. One is her dad, who would have got 100% right. Second is her husband, Montez Ford.
I would say welcome. All I'm going to say is you should be here. Really because of me. I don't like Flex. Definitely not going to like him today. So I'm on Star Strickland energy. And if you don't know what that means, then you gotta look it up yourself. I ain't gonna do it for you. Speak.
Once again.
Yeah, hurry up.
It is your boy. Flex. Housing. And you are bald.
Okay. All right. Okay. I see what we're doing.
I promise that's the only thing I'm gonna do today, though.
I don't care. I don't believe you. I don't care.
So, Star, what is going on? Usually we start this off by saying, how are you? You're the one that initiates this. What is going on?
Anyway, I am still in possession of the 4TL ring.
And it's beautiful, and I love it.
At the conclusion of Elimination Chamber.
That is true.
So, just letting the people know.
Hey, they seen the predictions, and they know that you picked the one match that I should have picked right, but you know what? Because of a corrupt referee, Jessica Carr, who is an NXT reject, that justice for Becky is going to live forever. And although I do love Triple B Bailey,
she only has one B in her name.
Bailey, sure. At the end of the day, Becky deserves her rematch because she was cheated out of her championship, and with a corrupt ref in a corrupt environment, and she didn't have her husband there. Her husband came back. Well, matter of fact, he did. He was there. And where the hell was he? Just playing. He's basically playing freaking Power Rangers because his little goons, the putty patrol. Where's the putty patrol when you need him? When he's supposed to keep the man on top of the mountain.
She can't do it herself?
She's been doing it herself. She's been carrying this business for the last 10 years.
It's a little strong.
Okay. Fine. You know what? And
And
first of all, I'm in the ocean right now. I'm supposed to ask you how you're doing. You're gonna sit here with the episode 16 star, the new Leaf star. We're not having
maybe,
that again. I'm too happy to do that.
maybe that
Oh,
meme
I'm
yesterday now
canceling
makes sense
that
to
again.
you. Maybe that meme makes sense to you now.
You can't stop my smile. You cannot do this today.
Also, Jessica Carr is not corrupt.
Very corrupt.
First of all, Becky found herself in that match. That was her fault. You can't even deny that.
She didn't think that Jessica Carr was going to be her ref. She thought it was going to be an impartial ref.
I don't think she thought that far ahead.
You know what? You know what this is? And you know what? I did say that this was going to be the last thing I was going to say that was going to be mean. But you know what? I don't care. There is a bald agenda, a bald conspiracy of things. Adam Pearce. Now you. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I'm going to have to call up somebody. I'm going to have to call up The Rock or something. I'm going to have to call the final boss and figure out what's going on. Put them on 2-3-way.
Yeah, let's see how long it takes for you to get a reply.
I'll wait by the phone for that.
Anyway, that's old news. That's old business. You just have to deal with the fact that AJ Lee is your Intercontinental Champion. And what I actually want to say to everyone is, I hope you're happy. You got what you wanted. Yay. Congratulations. See, what I'm going to do is I'm not just going to go on a rant. I'm going to include a question in between things I have to get off my chest. So, Flex.
Yes.
I actually have a question for you.
Is it rhetorical?
Oh, no, you better answer.
Okay, better. Ooh.
Actually, I don't even need to look at my phone. I know what the question is.
Go ahead.
Is Cody Rhodes really QB number 1?
Is Cody Rhodes really QB number 1? Well, it's been a while since I updated my Raw and SmackDown NFL roster. I truly still think that Cody Rhodes is QB number 1. Matter of fact, he's not just QB number 1. He's Tom Brady. He's Deflategate. He's Spygate. And now we have Codygate. But he still got that ring. He still got that championship.
Okay, so you're one of those. Well, I hope all of you are happy that Cody Rhodes is once again WWE Undisputed Champion. He defeated Drew McIntyre. Mm-hmm. If you don't know by now, oh well. Well, now you should be happy, right? We got Cody Rhodes versus Orton. But did we really want it like this? Y'all couldn't do anything. See, before, last year, primarily, now I was attacking the 3 most dangerous letters in all of sports entertainment. No offense to the 2026 Men's Elimination Chamber winner, but sadly, it's TKO. But when I address issues like this is to the writers, creative, because you are not your name. Now, I understand that Drew McIntyre needed to get some sort of punishment for all his interference. But on the road to WrestleMania, you're going to you pretty much stripped him of the title. I don't care. He lost the match. Wow, you stripped him of the title. He was champion for what? A cup of coffee?
A month, if that.
That is disgusting. And then now what? He's supposed to have a match with Jacob? Or like true fantasy bookers want him to have a match with Nick Aldis? You could not get Cody versus Randy any other way. You should have had Drew win at Flopapalooza. Then he would have at least had a lengthy title reign. Yeah, you could have still been upset that he lost it this close to WrestleMania. But a month and change is crazy. You want to talk about Becky Lynch carrying the WWE for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one person can't carry the company. And you can't have multiple people saying that they carried. Anyway, Drew carried 2020. So I hope you're happy. This reminds me of Rock Roman. Everyone wanted it, but not how they were going to get there. This is another example. So let Cody and Randy tear the house down. Yay.
I just want to say that everything you said is correct.
I know that.
Everything that you have stated is unequivocally precise. The problem with what you're saying is one thing and one thing only. Cody Rhodes is inevitable. Cody Rhodes been fighting. I'm sorry, not Cody Rhodes. Raheem Rhodes has been fighting for
I don't know who that
title for 3 years roughly, and he won it, and he finally got it. Do you really think that he's just going to play hot potato with his title, the title that he pulled off of Roman's not dead, more so hurt, dilapidated body, and say, oh yeah, Drew, you can have it. Now, the only person that can take that title from Cody and live to tell about it was technically John Cena. But you know what? This is what happens when you're a 17-time world champion and you carry a company for 20 plus years. Because although you did say that not one person can carry a company, I would venture to say that there's a lot of times where we have a dominant 1A and we have a spectacular 1B. It just so happens now that we are in the Raheem era. Because, you know, we always have eras every 3 weeks. So now this is officially the Raheem era.
The fact that you would call a white man Raheem is ridiculous.
He called himself that, by the way.
He did not originate that.
You know who originated it? People that look like us.
Yeah, marks. That's what they call them. Marks.
Oh, man. Well, you know what? At the end of the day, Cody Rhodes is your and mine. And everybody that watches the WWE, he's their WWE champion.
And he's the company's WWE champion.
You know what? I would love for that. I would love for Cody, and I've been saying this since basically the dawn of inception of this podcast. It's time for Cody Rhodes to stop the good guy act. And if he's continue to be a good guy that has a complex that, oh yeah, this is all for the greater good, y'all. You need this. All these guys that think that they're going to save the company. No. I'm saving the company. I'm the needle mover. I'm the real QB1. I'm the one that is going to bring us into this era of social media. And I got my own podcast. And I'm Guile in Street Fighter. And I'm the poster boy. So, you thought Cena's reign was bad? It might rival Cena 07 to damn near summer of 2011. But I have a prediction about WrestleMania. But let's leave it to then. We'll talk about predictions when we have time to talk about predictions for WrestleMania.
You may have time because I may not say all that I want to say today.
That's true.
Speaking of saving, how are we going to save Jade and Rhea?
Do you have an idea?
You need to stop smiling.
Why? First of all, I told you I'm in a very happy mood. Why can't I be in a happy mood?
You know, I don't want to talk about Jade Rhea because I don't like where your mind is going.
Well then, Star, what do you want to talk about?
See, this is the part of the episode where things get really awkward. Really awkward. Because you have someone who's trying to push buttons and they don't want to go back 6 episodes. And when it happens, one person loses their composure. And that changes the tone for the rest of the episode and the next few episodes. Watch what you do. Think before you speak.
So, by the way, y'all, the Star sent me a meme yesterday, and I just got what it meant. Continue.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was not a compliment.
It's always a compliment when you're in Flex House. And first of all, Flex House is here. It's the now. It's the forever. And if you don't believe that,
is Rhea Ripley overrated?
Is Rhea Ripley overrated in terms of the, like you call them, the marks, or in terms of the company? Which way do you want to go with that?
Is she as great as a superstar as they make her seem?
Yes.
Okay, so she's better than Bianca Belair.
Her and Bianca are 1A, 1B.
Do they view them like that? Or is that just your opinion?
No, I do think that they view them like that. It's unfortunate that Bianca is the one that is injured right now. So she has to, quote unquote, play the 1B role. But we still haven't gotten that, 1A versus 1B match. Who's better? You can run the Rhea versus Liv. You can run Rhea versus Io Sky. You can run the Rhea versus okay, I'm not going to keep saying that. You can run all these other wrestlers, but we all know where the money match is going to be. The money match is always going to be Rhea versus Bianca. So is Rhea the star that everybody thinks that she is? She has the look, she has the talk, she has the gravitas, she has the aura.
She didn't have to talk on Friday.
What'd you say?
She didn't have to talk on Friday.
So unfortunately, she's playing a very weird baby face in this. But it's always during WrestleMania season that Rhea just plays the weird. Like she can't play like I think Rhea is good at what she is, which is a dominant force. You cannot put her up against another dominant force and expect her to, right now at least, expect her to be that caliber of that. I just think that she's always going to have to just play to the crowd. And the crowd's going to love her regardless. We talked about it before. The crowd's always going to say, we love Rhea. It doesn't matter what she does. She can literally take out the whole entire roster. They will cheer her because of things that we won't talk about on the podcast.
Should she have gotten the highest rating in WWE 2K26?
In terms of what she has done this year, I will say yes.
What has she done to warrant that?
She had the potentially top 3 match of the year with Io,
Mm-hmm.
which you also seen with your eyes. She is a she didn't win the strap this year, but she did win the tag team titles with her buddy Io.
So tag team championship gets you to the top?
I mean, technically, Bianca was like that too last year. If we're just calling a spade, I have to be honest. I love Bianca, but at the end of the day, all Bianca did was win a tag team title, and she was also the top woman in WWE 2K 24, 25.
Yeah, Real was top men and women.
Oh, like overall.
Overall.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, she is. Huh. Is she the best overall? I would say no, but I'm not the people that make this game.
Interesting.
Do you have a person in mind?
Not that I wish to disclose right now. Thank you.
Do you feel like she's been carried by a certain tag team partner?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. What I do believe is that my interest in her WrestleMania match has decreased. I don't know what this match looks like. If I'm being honest, I honestly don't even care if they never have a promo again. If you tell me today that they're going to have an Iron Woman match, I'm all in. I think that's the type of match that would be suitable. I don't know what it is about these one-on-one, normal, basic matches. I know that that's the standard, but if it doesn't gain traction, then the match type has to be something that's going to draw you in. And if their first promo battle is going to be a measuring contest, then essentially you need to have the type of match where it's like, you know what? You're going to talk about strength. You're going to talk about size. You're going to talk about this. Let's have an endurance match. Since you want to talk about working out so much, have an Iron Woman match. No one got to bleed. No one got to use weapons. Who can score the most falls? See, I've always found something interesting with like Iron Man matches and last man standing matches. Those, to me, are the two matches that the winner really, truly feels like they're the best. And if you have two powerhouses, Jade and Rhea are the type of superstars that you would probably say on paper, I don't know who's going to win. So I could kind of see this kind of go through like a best of 7, like a Rusev and Sheamus type of thing, or those type of matches, or those type of superstars. That's what I would like to see. 30-minute Iron Woman match, WrestleMania.
I have a question for you, Star. Do you think that Jade can wrestle an Iron Woman match?
Yeah.
Do you think she'll wrestle it well?
Yeah.
Do you feel like she has gotten better as a wrestler, or do you feel like she's just gotten more aura?
How am I supposed to know? Does she wrestle?
Unfortunately, not. They don't make her wrestle a lot.
All she needs to do is score more falls. Now, if you said this was a submission match, I would have concerns.
Because she doesn't have a submission. That's the thing, too.
Yeah, and how long is it going to take for her to master one? An Iron Man match, you can just treat it like multiple singles matches, unless you go the whole 30 and only one person has one fall. Then you just need to kill time beating someone up. But I don't think that the match type itself is so demanding that it would be out of her element like a ladder match.
Oh yeah. That's not it for her.
But I think Rhea and Jade, the headline needs to be who can outlast the other.
Could be that. You might have just given WWE that stuff that they need. Because they don't figure out their storylines by themselves. You spoke about this before. They use AI. They probably go on the internet and look for storylines. So you might have just gotten your storyline taken by WWE.
Oh, well. And the craziest part is you have AI, you have a writer's team, you have creative. I'm not fully caught up with Unreal, but Paul Heyman did say, we're talking about WrestleMania this year, but we're also talking about WrestleMania next year. Each year that we get to the road to WrestleMania, it feels like they have not discussed WrestleMania until the road to WrestleMania. So, I don't know.
Are there
AI or no AI? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I was going to ask you, do you think that there's a lack of quote unquote blood feuds where you have you just have literally, we know that this rivalry is going to cook? Is WWE scared to do blood rivalries because they don't know how to make certain people heels and certain people faces?
I mean, clearly they have a face problem. There's just not enough. You get those Punk hybrids, but with this current feud, it's not really babyface. So I find myself, you know what? I think this is the line that sums it up. I find myself more interested in the match versus the story behind the match finishing. Because there's certain rivalries that the story is lame, but you're like, the match is going to cook. But again, you just had Punk and Drew McIntyre.
That's a blood rivalry right there.
And it's like, it's almost like you don't care who wins, because it's like, this has been going on for so long. It's the main event. It's the end of the movie. It's the end of the series. It's the final battle. How's this going to end? We don't have that anymore. We end these episodes like, we know the superstars. Hopefully it's a great match. Get me invested. I don't know. Longest episodic TV show, right? Entertain me.
Well, let's speak about entertainment. I would like. Well, first of all, you had questions for me. Why am I overstepping you? Do you have any questions for me?
No, the questions will be asked as they come, as they're ready and appropriate.
So, do you think? Come on. Okay. Anyway, do you think that? Well, do you have any other things to say about TNA? I know it's kind of a hard curve, but
That was you bent that corner.
Swerve bent that corner. Yeah, Swerve bent that corner. Yeah, see?
Yeah. I don't. Just the promotion is in great hands. See, those storylines got me hooked. That I wish they'd be in Atlanta every week. I mean, my wallet doesn't, but you know what I mean. Like I told you, it actually made me want AMC Plus, even though I know I'm not doing it, because it's a lot of wrestling. But I'm definitely going to be following it more now.
Yeah.
At least keeping up to date with the results. So, speaking of blood feuds, Mike Santana and Steve Macklin.
Yeah.
It's personal. I'm invested in it. I really am. And Steve Macklin is such a great heel. Mike Santana is such a strong champion as a face. It's that anticipation of, oh man, when they get in the ring, I feel like they're both going to work the ref to the 5 count. They're both going to work the ref to a 10 count outside the ring. There might be a turnbuckle exposed. There might be some tactics. There might be some punches that look real. That might even land. That's the thing. You have to make it believable again. Like, we live in the era of kayfabe and kayfabe's dead and all that. Bro, I liked it when I actually thought wrestlers hated each other in real life. You really only have Punk and Rollins, but it's actually true. Like, I want a rivalry where I'm like Punk, Roman, I don't know how they are in real life, but and I'll get to that. We'll get to them shortly because I have things to say. But it doesn't always have to be personal for it to be a blood feud. They just have to be creative, cost somebody something, beat them up, but not just your regular, oh my gosh, 10 security guards come out and they separate and then the fans are screaming, let them fight. No, it's overused. Make us invested. But we watch the product every week. If we see 10 rivalries go about the same way, how is it different than the last? It's not. You have to be creative. Sometimes it's just something specific to those superstars that will only work for them.
It's in the fiber of your being right now.
So let's go to Roman Punk.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Before I talk about how Raw ended last night, I do want to say that I don't think Roman is getting enough credit. And what I mean by that, he's called him Phil the entire time. That's personal. You don't have to call him a this and that. Yeah, he did call him a punk, but but that was once. Whenever he addresses him, he says Phil. That's quote unquote like fourth wall, you know. That to me, I'm like, okay. Letting us know it's real. But the tribal chief character is in full gear. They came to me asking if we should let you back. And this is the groundwork that I laid. Yeah, he can come, he can sell some merch. Maybe he can sell out the Chicago event. The plan was never for you to be champ. Go to NXT, teach, that's your legacy. Bye bye. See, the thing is, when Roman is in tribal chief mode, and because of his title reign, there's validity. Because you would actually believe that they did consult Roman Reigns. He was the biggest star in the company easily during his 4-year title reign. And when you see how the stock skyrocketed and all of these things that they got as a benefit of, you know, more eyes on the product, international, he was the face of the company, even with his limited presence.
Mm-hmm.
That aura during this promo battle with Punk, he needs it. He doesn't have a mouthpiece. I don't know what else he could say because it's been so long since he has not been in tribal chief character. That's the only way. So I just want to say that because it still makes it seem like even without the title, he's still champion.
Mm.
But everyone wants to talk about the Punk line, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to bury you next to your dad. Ooh. Yeah, when I heard it, I was like, it hit. And I think it hit really just because it's Punk and it was right in his face. But if someone said that to me, yeah, there are things that catch me off guard. There are things that I reflect on later. Something like that, it's not going to take you that long to realize how disrespectful that line was.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just looking for a little bit more. I was not looking for Roman keeping his composure. I was looking for something else. I was looking, even if it was just him gripping the ropes, visibly upset, something. And then he walks with this angry Hollywood jawline look on his face. And then now we're not going to see him for 2 weeks. I don't have a problem necessarily with what Punk said. But I think Roman showing more anger would have sold it even better. So that when you do come back, everyone's like, oh boy. Oh man. Don't let him in. Don't let him in the building. And then last night, I was very upset that the commentary team responded, or not even responded, just announced that the Usos want to say something to Punk. Why would you say that? Why wouldn't you just have Punk come out and then the Usos come out? You already know what it's going to be about, but you had to set that up? Come on. Do you agree with that?
I mean, I think that they were doing it because they wanted to reiterate from earlier in the show, because, you know, it was Kathy Kelly or Jackie. One of them was interviewing them afterwards. I think it was Jackie. And Jimmy J was like, I don't want to talk about Punk right now. And then Jimmy's like, nah, we do actually want to talk about Punk. And then they like walk away. I think they were just trying to get the fans to remember that, but it's like they think that we don't have. Yeah.
It's the same show. And even if you did forget, when you see that Punk is coming out next, bro, they replayed that promo from last week.
Mm-hmm.
How many reminders do you need?
Oh,
Forget it. Sorry. The show is so good. You probably got distracted, right? Probably couldn't remember that. So they needed to give the fans a reminder, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I will disagree with you again, and I will do it on the pod. I think the difference in expression between Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso were perfect. And I think that's actually pretty consistent with their temperaments for the amount of time that we've known them anyway. Jay being unhinged, loose cannon, crash out. They call him Crash Out Jay for a reason. Jimmy being a little bit more methodical, just got a little snarl. He gonna talk to you real low. He gonna talk to you almost too calm that you too scared to really anticipate what's gonna happen. Almost like a gangster. Jay is the one that's gonna get you in trouble, but Jimmy is the one who might be more dangerous, but it's always the quiet ones. It's always the calm ones under intense moments that you got to watch out for. But I think if you're going to have 2 versus 1, they can't be the same. And funny enough, as much hate as Jey Uso gets, people are actually happy that this man was not catchphrasing his way through the segment. He actually seemed upset. And Punk got what he needed. He got what he asked for, because you could say he's right in what he said in his fake apology, but you could also make the case it wasn't Punk's place, it's Cody's place. If you know, you know.
Jay is what I dislike about. Let me say this. Let me rephrase this. Jey Uso's character sucks. I'm just gonna say that flat out. It sucks. Because yes, he'll yeet 1 minute, be serious next one. I don't like that. Because here's the thing. He only gets serious for family, sure. But it's the way Jay is angry. Like when Jay comes out, it just seems like he's like laughing through the promo. He's like he's like holding himself to not laugh because he's not serious. Like if you're not going to be serious, what'd you say?
I didn't see that last night.
I did. I literally seen him come out, do his whole jaw, like fixing his jaw stuff, which might be his thing, but I'm like, okay, Jay, you're serious. Let's see how serious you are. Like the only time that Jay was ever a good actor, in my opinion, was after Jimmy got murdered by Gunther. And then he basically said, I want you to go home and I want you to tuck that person in tight. And I want you to understand that I'm going to get you. Now you can say, well, Jimmy was there to do that this time. But nobody's asking Jay to be just like Jimmy. What I'm asking for is like, just calm the fuck down. No, excuse me. I'm sorry. Calm down. Just, yes, you're hype. Yes, it's about your family. But he's like, you didn't apologize. You didn't apologize right now. And you didn't apologize. And you didn't apologize. But he really didn't explain why. It was just like, okay, did you, because you talked about him? Jimmy was like, yeah, this is my family. You need to apologize. Like, Jimmy explained it. So if you're telling me that Jay is the dumb, hot-headed one and Jimmy is the more rational one, that's fine. But in my opinion, if he goes back to yeeting, which he will go back to yeeting next week, he'll just be like, oh, yeah, it's just me, Oos. We're going up against the Vision. 2 guys on the Vision. I don't care. Because it's so segmented with the bloodline stuff now where it's like Hey, don't talk to me until Christmas, y'all. Okay. The next time we see each other is not Christmas, potentially. It's actually at the Royal Rumble. Oh, look, I'm with you, Jay. I'll knock your ass out and I'm going to, eliminate you because it's Royal Rumble. There's no consistency with the storyline.
But he clearly said this ain't about Roman. This is about their uncle.
Okay. So I must have missed that.
I mean, one of them said it for sure.
It's probably Jay. I will give you that. It was probably Jay. It just, to me, it just doesn't, his character to me doesn't do anything. He's a clown. Truth be told, he's a clown to me. So dance, clown. That's all you're going to be until, in my opinion, he has to have a whole 180 change in his character. He can't yeet and then be serious, in my opinion. I don't like that.
So, again, I don't want to sum up Jey Uso's entire character in other programs because I was very critical of his character when he was challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship against Gunther. I'm just saying, as an isolated incident for last night, I just don't know what else or like how else Jey Uso was supposed to be to make him seem more believable. Because if Jey was calmer, then people would say, oh, well, Jay's acting like he doesn't care. It didn't affect him. This is how Jey was when he feuded with Roman years back. You alluded to after Gunther. I mean, he still went back to yeeting, so I wouldn't even use that. He had one promo. And what are we talking about now? We're talking about one promo. Jey didn't need to do all that, yes, because he had Jimmy. If Jimmy wasn't there, Jey probably have to speak. And it might mirror what happened when Jimmy got bloodied last year. But you have to do that. Jey is known for being Crash Out Jay, and Jimmy being big bro. He pretty much did what he had to do. Jey Uso should have been the person to, cause the slap heard around the world to Gunther last year, but it was Jimmy.
It's always Jimmy. It's always Jimmy. Jimmy's the one that's always going to pull the trigger, for lack of a better term.
But the thing is that I believe that the Usos should have different personalities. Or else,
I'll give you that.
Which one are you again? Last night, you could clearly see a difference. And it looked like Jey Uso was about to pop a blood vessel. It was that push.
I just think that Jey, and you were talking about Rhea being overrated. I just feel like the total package of Jey is he's a dance merchant. You know what he is? He's a more well-known Joe Hendry. And you know what? That's disrespectful to Joe Hendry because Joe Hendry can wrestle. He doesn't get tired in the ring. So I need to think of something else that would be comparable to Jey Uso, but right now I can't think of it. So in my opinion, Jey Uso, I'll eat with him. I would do that whole song and dance with him. But I haven't taken Jey seriously since. I mean, every single time it's Jimmy doing something. It's always Jimmy. Jimmy's always the one that has to help Jey. He helped him get a title. He helped him get all the titles that work. Where's Jimmy's titles? Where's Jimmy's glory? But that's, you know what? I'm gonna go off on a tangent on that. I don't want to talk about that. I'd rather not talk about that.
That leads me to another question.
Go ahead.
Because if Jay's character appropriately reacts to the situation and not reacts to how his character should react, I would love to see Jey Uso as a world champ again. But since you said Joe Hendry can actually wrestle, who is the best in-ring wrestler at WWE right now, in your opinion?
Like bell to bell?
Yeah.
I'm going to say two names.
Is it two different genders or no?
No, it was both males, but you know what?
Okay.
I will throw in a female, and all three of these names, well, two of these names you're not going to like, and one of these names you might just be like, why is he here?
You could be wrong.
I will say one, not number one, but one of them is Cody.
Okay.
The other male, in my opinion, is still Chad Gable.
Okay.
It's just Chad stuck in a very, very weird program, and now he's cursed. The third is
not back yet.
I know. That's why it's the Chad Gable, not OG Americano. Chad Gable is obviously best bell to bell in my opinion. The third one, which is the woman, is Bailey. I told you we're gonna like two of them.
Which one do I agree with?
I think you agree with Chad Gable.
Yeah, I do.
See? Why do you not agree with Cody?
I just don't think he's the best. I think he's very good.
Okay.
Like, for the amount of times that he does his signature moves, I'm impressed. That's it.
Okay.
Why not? I don't know if there's a Cody match or just something that like wows me. Bailey has just never impressed me. Like, she's a workhorse, but nothing in the ring that she does wows me. And if she is not in my top blah 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 matches per year, then you're just a good wrestler.
Can you say yours?
I think so. So I'm gonna exclude Chad only because we mutually agree.
Okay.
There's so many that I could say. I'm definitely gonna say Io Sky. That for sure, and you should have known that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna include Penta on my list.
Okay. Just thought somebody that could be.
Who?
I think that when it's all said and done, we could be talking about Carmelo Hayes being.
Yep, that was the name that just came up. He wows me in the ring. Never gets old. Doesn't seem like he ever gets tired. The way that I kind of went about this question is, if I could sit front row for any current superstar, who would I like to see up and close? And yeah, it's Io, it's Penta, it's Carmelo Hayes. Even though he doesn't get the respect he deserves, I also include Rey Fenix. I think he's phenomenal in the ring. It would have also been AJ Styles, but
he's retired. I think that Carmelo's ring psychology is very underrated. People have been starting to notice a little bit, but he's very good. And we being obviously by ring psychology is like when there is let's say that he tries to do a move and he lands on his leg wrong. He will sell that leg for the rest of the match, or he'll sell that arm for the rest of the match. Like, he will make sure that the way that he wins is not just by, oh, miraculously, this feels better now. Like, he has to find a different way to win.
Yeah.
So I definitely give him credit for that.
Okay. I was just curious because I feel like those are the superstar, and it's funny because Carmelo Hayes is United States champion. Because I was about to say that those are the superstars who, if they have no storyline, I still want to be front row to watch them wrestle. Mm-hmm. And funny enough, Carmelo Hayes
has no storyline. Well, he does, but it's not matriculating right now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Ilya's a good one, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's always like the mid-carders. Like, there's really not many main eventers. You know, you said EO, which I will definitely say that EO is one. I think EO, it's weird sometimes, though, with EO, where she'll have great matches with some big characters and then other big characters like a Raquel. Like that Raquel and EO part of the gauntlet, I didn't really care. It wasn't good. And maybe that was more Raquel's fault, but it's like it takes two to tango. So as much as it's quote unquote could be Raquel's fault, EO has to take blame for that as well.
Mm. Okay.
I have a question for you. Can you talk about this fellow right here at the bottom?
I feel like talking about JBL. Let's talk about JBL. JBL is one of the most underappreciated WWE champions and heels of all time. Could not work in today's climate.
He could actually. He could be president right now.
Let's not do that. Man, when I kind of just think back, I think of, again, there's emotional attachment to certain people for certain reasons. And when I think about that title reign, you had the Unbeatables. You had Triple H, who just had that championship for as long as possible. Mm-hmm. And you had JBL, who, as large of an athlete as he is, you just found him escaping so many situations. So many wrestlers. There are times where I'm like, yo, how did this man keep this championship? Now, yes, both of them, they had people around them. He had his cabinet. He had the Bashams. He had Orlando Jordan. He had Shaniqua.
Shut up.
And he had Jillian. Mm-hmm. Man, I don't even know if I'm forgetting anyone else.
Nah, I think that was it.
Shaniqua.
That's a deep cut right there.
Hey. So I just wanted to highlight how great of a heel he was. In the ring, again, you know you're really just looking for that clothesline from hell because that thing looked like, a concussion clothesline. But so good. So good. Because without a shadow of a doubt, you know that he is nothing more than a wrestling god. Which is funny because he really was not.
Hey, he said he was, though.
Hey,
sometimes that's half the battle.
That's right. And if you keep the title long enough, people start to believe it.
His entrance was amazing. I
Yes.
always go back to when when he's on the ramp and it's Undertaker, Booker T, and Eddie Guerrero in the ring. He's
Mhm.
like, "Do I have to tell you in Spanish? Do I have to tell you in hip hop? Do I have to tell you in Monster? None of you are getting the title match. None of you hoodlums."
And hold on a minute, player.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that was, and it's hilarious because all of them are Texan, which is like they're just different Texans.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
that's crazy. That's
But
the United States of America for you.
wow, the United States of Texas, indeed. Yeah, JBL was amazing here, and I only wish that, and you could probably speak more because you're a historian. I would have loved to have seen like the wrestling god go up against like Farouk. Like a good I think they deserve to have like a good program with each other. I don't think that the program when they broke up was really great. It just made the wrestling like it created the wrestling god character. But like sometimes, and we were talking blood feud before. Sometimes the best blood feuds are like ones where you've seen them before as just like there's no way that they'll ever break up.
Oh, that's like Triple H, Shawn Michaels,
Yeah, it's best friends, bitter enemies. Like
Johnny Tommaso.
yeah, it's just always going to be like those best tag teams. You know, I mean, obviously you have the Hardys and Hardy and Jeff and Matt 14 times going over against each other, Edge and Christian. But I don't know. It's just I just wish that they would have gotten because they're both powerhouses. They both, they both can speak well.
Yeah, except Farouk was never taken seriously as a main eventer.
I know.
So if I had to fantasy book, and I actually have never thought about this pairing before, I would love to have, I guess we're saying 04, 05 JBL.
Yeah.
And you can pick whichever year, but I would put him against Gunther.
Who's the real wrestling god?
You want to talk about hard hitting?
Yeah.
Like that to me is kind of what I think about when I had suggested like Rhea Jade Iron Woman match, Last Woman Standing, and that would be the time where I'd be like, all right, JBL, like I know you're the type of heel who needs help. Gunther's just a heel and he's solo. And that's the appeal of Gunther, is that he does it by himself. But the thing is, when you're in the ring with JBL, it's not like you're facing a Dominic Mysterio, where it's like he looks beatable and he needs help. Like, I know what JBL has done to Cena, to Eddie Guerrero. I know how he's busted them open paws with whatever weapon. I can hear when there's a club to the back. I know what a clothesline from hell looks like. That would be a fun match. Now, I know JBL's not going to be happy taking all them chops.
Oh, hell no.
But Gunther is not going to powerbomb JBL like he powerbombs Dragon Lee. Can tell you that much. And I think that's the type of match that would let me know, are you a wrestling god? Because like the Undertaker said, oh, I would have loved to, to be, I guess, young enough to fight a Gunther. That's not the money match for me. I want to see hard hitting. I want to see JBL versus Gunther. And maybe that's something I can get on a 2K. Maybe I'm gonna have to buy it and have my true fantasy booking come to life. I would love to see that.
I don't doubt that. I mean, look, there's a certain things that we wish we could see and we don't see because of obviously people get aged out and new stars come about. But I believe that one day we will we'll come back to that. I think, like I said, I might do that on my 2K and just show you.
Okay.
And just let it be like an Iron Man match or something and then see who wins.
Yeah, I think the only problem is I don't think, if I had to take a guess, I don't think that JBL's rating would have ever been as high as Gunther.
I think he's at 89. He's in the CM Punk showcase mode.
Okay.
So I think he's at 89, but
You
I'm
said
not.
JBL's 89?
I think so, yeah.
Oh.
I have to look though. I'll have to look at my game and whatnot. Speaking of games, do you want to play a game?
No, I have a quick yes/no question for you. Speaking of champions,
go ahead.
Will John Cena's Never Seen 17 ever be matched or broken?
The closest person right now is Randy, and no, because I don't think that WWE is a fan of having people drop titles for at least, well, unless you're Drew McIntyre, have titles being dropped within 4 months.
Okay.
So in terms of the men, the only person that I would see, and this is a shot in the dark, would be if WWE decides, Trick, you're the guy. You're the guy. But it's like, is multiple title reigns more important than, I don't know why
no, Flex. Like,
go ahead.
Stay with me.
Go ahead.
WWE likes black-ish wrestlers. They like the Samoans. If you want to acknowledge Cody, whatever, you can live in that fantasy. They're not having an actual black superstar beat John Cena's record that they made such a big deal about with the craziest heel turn since. So we're not, no, it would be amazing, but it's not going to happen unless, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a name, unless we run WWE.
So you're saying no?
That's funny. Oh, absolutely not.
So then I have a question for you then. Do you think, what is more impressive, Cena winning 17 titles or Roman having the title for, was it 1,316 days, something like that? What's a greater feat to you?
That's a phenomenal question.
I'm not always a mean person to you.
For the purpose of time, I am going to say Roman's 4-year streak. And it goes back to the person we were just talking about, JBL. Because I want to say that when JBL was WWE champ, undisputed champ, and Triple H was on Raw as world heavyweight champ, there were times that JBL would throw shade at Triple H and say, oh, but, you know, other wrestlers want to be like, well, I'm a 9-time champ. Yeah, you lost it 8 times.
Yeah. They didn't give Sasha credit for that.
So I will probably have to rest my argument there without thinking too deeply into it. Okay. Thank you, JBL.
Agreed.
What about you? I'm curious.
I agree. I think that the longer reign is more important than the title reigns. But the thing about Cena's was that it was over 23 years, something like that. So, you know, Cena had decent long title reigns. He never had the year though. I don't think he had a year, which is crazy because when you think about it, you're like, Cena's always in the 100 days, if that. I don't even think it was like a super long reign. But it's like he will lose it, and then he'll go away for maybe like a month or two, and then he'll come back and win it. It's similar to how Cody is doing right now. But I don't want to give Cody that credit. I like Cody, but I'm not giving him credit to be the 18.
I mean, he's not young enough.
He's not young enough, right? So it'd have to be like a Trick or a Carmelo or a Braun Breaker, but Braun Breaker has now just lost 6 months of his 29-year-old self. I don't know how old Braun Breaker is, but and now there's real actual dogs, no pun intended, that are in WWE now where Braun Breaker's got to work his way back up. I just think it's oversaturated, but it's underutilized.
Was the game the last thing you had on your agenda?
No. First of all, bro, where are we going this Sunday? You gotta, first of all, we had to end off on that. The game was just going to be some quick little fun one-time thing, and then we was going to end off with the big shebang.
Okay,
I'm saying, like the grande.
I'm saying because there was one more question that I had, so I just wanted to know if it would be better placed after the game.
No, do it now.
Okay, good, because you probably would not be happy.
Oh yeah, no. It's. I'm always. First of all, I'm happy right now. I'm still happy. 1 hour and 11 minutes with you has been nothing but fun with the star. You know that star coming in here at like episode 16. I'm coming here episode 1. Flex. Oh, I thought he was about to. I swore I thought he was about to pull the heel shirt out. I was like, no.
Oh, you want me to do that?
Yeah, because you took the hood off, and I see your hand. And I was like, oh, here we go.
You don't want me to do that?
I got PTSD. It's okay.
Ask and you shall receive.
Yes, sir. It's fine. I can withstand it this time. Strong.
So I'm gonna read something that I saw on social media today.
Oh God.
So I'm gonna read the whole thing, and it's gonna follow a question, and you can give your answer.
I will give my answer, and I will not walk away or run away.
The only word that I will add to this is allegedly.
Okay.
Allegedly, Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman have informed WWE officials and the creative team that Lesnar should not lose another match before his eventual retirement. The report also states that this demand has created a major dilemma within WWE as the company works to decide Lesnar's direction heading into WrestleMania 42. So my question is, do you still want Brock versus Oba?
You know what? This is classic case of Oba Femi losing to Brock Lesnar is comparable to me as well. Here's the thing. You know what? Let's do this then. How about we do this? We have Brock Lesnar go through not only Oba, but he just destroys Trick Williams. Oh yeah, and by the way, he has a 2-on-1 match with Carmelo and Trick and Mello gang, and he just double suplexes them. And then after that, you know what he's going to do? He's going to suplex Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi, a 3 versus 1. Let's just let Brock Lesnar go through the entire Black roster. And then when he decides to retire, he will let Cody Rhodes let him get it. Let Cody Rhodes be the man that retires him. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? Somebody black got to retire him. It's going to be Cody. Cody's the only Teflon Don that we know that can beat Brock Lesnar.
You do it. You retire Brock Lesnar.
I'm not retiring Brock Lesnar.
Flex.
Brock Lesnar is
Flex.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
First
he's
of all,
washed. So you should.
oh, he's
It should be
definitely
easy
washed.
pickings. Go ahead.
He's definitely washed.
Beat his ass. Beat him up.
First of
Beat
all,
him up.
you can
Beat him up. Break his neck. Break his
clip
neck.
it, send it to Brock, send it to Paul Heyman. You ready? You ready?
Are you ready?
I'm definitely ready. Brock Lesnar, you're not even the best Lesnar in your family. I said that when your Punk A came back at SummerSlam, when your Punk A beat John Cena, you are not the best Lesnar. First of all, he's not even the second best.
You're delusional.
I'm delusional. Because you know who's actually the best Lesnar?
Who? His daughter?
His daughter.
You are delusional.
His daughter's the best Lesnar.
You are delusional.
And now his son, who's a hockey player, is better than him.
You are delusional. Actually, honestly, you're really just a hater. You could not like the guy, but don't act like he's not the best Lesnar in the family.
No, he's not. His seeds are way better. You know why? Because his daughter, I forgot what school she goes. She went to Michigan State, I think, right? I think she went to Michigan State.
I'm not talking about his family. So you do it. That's all you
do it. No. You ain't got to say nothing right now. His daughter went to somewhere, got an education, is doing well for herself, unbothered. Besides the pictures that she posts, she got married. Shout out to Maya Lesnar. She stays out her way. The son plays hockey, probably a great kid. You know what's wrong with Brock Lesnar? He can't stay out of his own damn way. He is everything that we thought Triple H was and is and still continues to be. He is continuously a hoarder for the fame. He's a fame hoarder. Oh, Brock Lesnar, he's a down-home, country strong. No. He played y'all. He hasn't been down to earth probably since he stepped foot into WWE. Is he a Hall of Famer? Yes. Will he be inducted to the Hall of Fame by Paul Heyman? Yes. Is he the one in 2024-2? Sure. Which I'm not going to talk about that. That's already going to pee me off even more. Brock Lesnar is everything that's wrong with the wrestling business. He is the old dog that needs to be put down. And if Gunther or Cody, or if they ever let one of the black people do that and pull the trigger on old Lesnar, I am going to throw a retirement party for Brock Lesnar in my house. I'm going to have all of his accolades in my house. I am going to make sure that I live stream it and tag him in every single thing. And then I'm going to say, you don't have to believe me. Because when that day happens, I will get onto this podcast and I will wear a Brock Lesnar shirt and I'm going to rip that thing like Terry Bollea. And that's all I got to say.
You are such a hater. Anyway, you still did not answer the question.
What's the question that you asked?
The question is, with those reports, do you still want Brock versus Oba at WrestleMania?
Of course not. Why would I want that? You already didn't answer that question. Why would you ask it? Why would I want Brock Lesnar to squash Oba Femi? Because you know what's hilarious is because after he lost to Ricky Saints, Oba Femi, I so eloquently, but yet I'm regretting it as I'm saying it right now, said the problem is that Oba Femi is going to get to the main roster and he'll have 6 good months. And then after that, he'll be irrelevant. If Lesnar is the reason why if Brock Lesnar is the reason why Obafemi is irrelevant, I'm going to come back on this podcast. I'm going to light a vigil for my boy Obafemi because he doesn't deserve to get squashed by Brock Lesnar. Because what you're saying, lose. If Brock Lesnar doesn't lose until his retirement match, there's no Cody gets squashed. He gets beat up in Atlanta, and then at SummerSlam, he defeats the Beast. Or the Beast Slayer, Seth Rollins, beat the Beast. Or Roman Reigns goes through 17 stages of hell with Brock Lesnar, and he beats the Beast. No, what you're saying is that he goes through the gambit. And then the person that beats him is Gunther? I'm okay with Gunther retiring him. I'm not okay with Brock Lesnar just not losing. What does that do for me? It just says, oh, Brock Lesnar wins. Congratulations. Is he going for a title? No. Is he going to, like, him squashing people does what again? It just ruins the talent. So, hate all I want. I don't care.
Depends if it's a squash match.
It's going to be a squash match. It's Brock Lesnar. When has it never been a squash match?
Cody.
I just said that. I said the only people that did not squash him: Cody, Seth, Roman. That's your 1A.
I would dare to say AJ and Daniel Bryan.
God, never mind. We're done talking now. Let's play the game. You just said AJ and Daniel Bryan did not get okay. Did they get anything out of that match?
It was fun for me to watch.
No. I love you. You know I do. But you watching and what they get out of it is two different things.
Oh, also Bill Goldberg.
Bill Goldberg. I'm done. You know what? You got it. You know what? Brock Lesnar, go run the gambit. Just squash every black talent. Just do it. Let's see it. Let's do it. Why are we hyping up Brock Lesnar to the point where we need to hype him up? Brock Lesnar can literally not show what. First of all, no, we're going to get into that real quick. Why does he need an opponent for WrestleMania and be like, "There's no competition for me. I can squash every." We already know that.
The same reason why everyone wanted to know who was going to face Undertaker at WrestleMania. He's a big enough star to get a match at WrestleMania, especially a year where they're struggling to sell tickets. Bring the Beast.
I have one person that can squash the Beast. That's black.
Why does it have to be someone black?
Because first, and it's the record, I have to say that. Were you happy when he beat Kofi?
Absolutely not.
Okay, were you happy when he beat Big E in the 5-way and warmed his way in because Roman had COVID?
I didn't like it, but I wasn't as mad as Kofi. I think I was more mad about Kofi because it was that short.
Okay, so you're worried about the length more than the than the actual event happening. Yeah. Bobby Lashley did beat Brock Lesnar, but that's because Roman helped him.
So
he didn't win clean.
Doesn't matter. You won. The record books don't show how you won. You won. Yeah, that was an obvious name that I left out, probably because he's in a different promotion.
Of course he is. Because that's when he beat him, they had nothing for him after that. Because when you beat Brock Lesnar, unless you're Cody Rhodes, there's nothing for you to do after that. But you're saying Cody doesn't deserve all the glitz and glam?
That sounds like, once again, creative's problem.
Creative can't doing the same thing, though. If you beat Brock Lesnar, that should catapult you in the same way that when Brock Lesnar beats The Undertaker. That should catapult you.
I'm saying the fact that they had nothing left for Bobby is creative's fault.
Oh, yeah. Duh. Because they didn't want him to be there in the first place. They made him go into what is that called? A stable with the Street Profits, who MIA. We don't know where they're at either.
It was in Bobby's contract. That's the only way. I mean, just to have the match. But listen, Vince loves black people more than Triple H. So allegedly.
Ooh, we gotta talk about that on a different day.
Let's go to the game. I think that's a good segue. The
All
game.
right, so is the game what we seen on the Instagram, which is we say names and they have to be under a certain theme.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
they have to have something in common.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's do you want to just pick a company? Well, I guess companies are kind of hard because then you got to think about everybody that's been there.
Yeah.
We can start throwing names out.
Oh, so we're just thinking about this on the fly.
Yeah, because honestly, if we say like, oh, it has to be WWE from you know what? We could do that. We could do like WWE from 2000 to 2010. It's gonna be hard because we have to look all that stuff up, but I'm just saying I didn't adequately prepare for this.
All right, so
but
I have one for you.
Okay.
All right. Kurt Angle.
Say that again.
Kurt Angle.
No. Oh, wait. Are you doing what we were just talking about, or are you just naming names?
No, I'm gonna name 3 superstars. They're gonna have something in common. You got to figure out what it is.
Oh, okay. We can do that.
I mean, of course, they may have more than one thing that is in common, but all right. So Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero, Bobby Lashley.
If you didn't say Eddie Guerrero, I would have said TNA champion. I will say people that have beaten Brock Lesnar.
You're missing a piece.
Brock Lesnar for a championship.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you. All right, I'm ready when you are.
I'm ready.
Okay. Kit Wilson.
Oh my god. Sorry to a bad start. I can't.
Kofi Kingston. Johnny Gargano.
All superstars, way less than the Big Show. All been a part of a tag team.
Do you want me to say the names again?
No, Kid, Kofi, Johnny.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say champs.
You're close. That is the right way.
What am I missing?
Missing one very, very key detail. And I think Kofi might be the one that's messing you up.
Does it have something to do with Tag Team Champs NXT?
There you go.
Okay.
Was Kofi the one messing you about that?
Yeah.
Because he won it. It was very short.
Yeah. Okay. Should I do this? Nia Jax.
Oh gosh. Okay.
R-Truth. And Santino Marella.
I think I know is superstars that have been in both men and women's Royal Rumble.
Very well.
I get it a lot from you, bro. You know, I think it's osmosis. I think this is just how it's going to be. I got one more. So I'm going to say, jeez. All right, I'm going to say Trick Williams. I'm going to say Joe Hendry and Drew McIntyre.
TNA World Champ.
And
NXT Champ.
there you go. Double champions.
Okay.
Good Samoa Joe too, but nothing there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's anyway. Let me see if I can make this a little difficult. Scott Hall.
Oh gosh.
Do I like this one?
You might as well commit to it. You might as well do it.
No, I don't like that one.
Okay. Was it had to do anything with ECW?
No.
Okay. I was gonna think about that.
Okay.
I don't like the way you're laughing.
Umaga.
Mm-hmm.
British Bulldog.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely not. Mr. Perfect.
I can only think of IC title champions. Perfect and Bulldog didn't have a manager. People that should have won the big one.
That is correct.
Oh, really?
That is correct.
You should have. I thought you would have said. You know what? Did Randy ever win the big one?
Randy
Savage, you won the big one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was making sure. Was it Scott? Scott Hall didn't win the big one, right?
He didn't.
Yeah.
But that's not where I was going with that question.
Okay. Yeah, they should have won the big one, but they unfortunately passed away before they could. I think, but all right, I am kapoots with that. We got to talk about our peoples, and I know that you're still in heel star attitude, but you got to be happy, bro.
I do.
Because guess what? When stars are allowed, and you know what I've allowed, just more so, they are, allotted their time to a company, and that company gives them that love back. It's always a blessing. So this Sunday, Norcross, Georgia, MLA's coming back. We haven't. First of all, you know what's hilarious? We haven't seen MLA since you left me.
Don't do that.
We haven't seen MLA in actuality.
You should be wearing this shirt.
We haven't seen MLA in a long time because they've been doing their big one. They've been going over. First of all, President Ordaz being a GM of another company is crazy. So, I mean, Star, just what we gonna see some good stuff now. We gonna see some people we haven't seen before.
Nah, Flex.
Go ahead.
I'm taking over.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'll shut up.
I'm gonna make this short and sweet. Hi, Mark Davidson. I know you're gonna have your friends with you. You know, you're gonna have your family with you, your friends with you. See, the last time that we spoke, it was real nice. We were real polite. But you promised something. You guaranteed something. Now, this is a different promotion. But I'm not even mentioning it. But what I will say is that you were supposed to walk out as champion the last time I saw you, and you didn't do that. And you threatened me. You threatened the star of 4TL. People don't just threaten me and get away with it. I don't know why you would do that. I came in peace. I really did. And the crazy thing is, I sat front row and I was rooting for you. And you lost. So now there's a certain championship that you are not bringing into MLA. And you said, oh, I better support. Well, guess what? I supported you like 3 weeks ago. And I look like an idiot. But you said I better show up to MLA. I will be there. Of course, Lord willing, I will be there. And I am curious to see what you and La Annexion will do. I'll be there. But I might have to support whoever you're wrestling against. We gonna see.
Star.
But I can tell you that when it comes to MLA shows, we show up early.
We do.
We like to say hi to the superstars.
We do.
Hello, Nikki Blackheart. Can't wait to see you again. Say hi.
WWE recruit Nikki Blackheart.
Yes, and we wish the best for you. But Mark Davidson, show up late. Show up late. You show up early. Yeah, this is probably out of your mind. You're not thinking about this. You're going to be like, oh, hey, guys, what's up? I'm going to be like, hey. And when you're walking away, the handshake is going to be held together. And I'm going to be like, don't you remember what you said? Aren't you supposed to be a man of your word? So I don't know what part of the card you're on. I don't know who you're wrestling, if it's by yourself, if it's with your faction. I'm not sure. But I will wish you luck. I will wish you luck. And you know what? I hope we make eye contact, either when you're walking to the ring. But I really want to see your hand raised at the end of the night. I do. I do. Because you can't lose twice in a row, can you? No. I wonder, is there even a championship to go after? Or is this just to get back with your family? See, I don't really have a relationship with the other members of La Annexion. But see, now you and I, we've met, we've spoken, interviewed you. Remember, I came in peace. I came in peace. Why? Because we support local wrestling. I have this. It may mean nothing to you, but the championship you didn't win would have meant something to you, and you don't have it. So yeah, I'm a man of my word. I said I would come and support because 4TL has been supporting MLA. We have been showing up. We have been promoting. So I will be there. If you want to talk, we can talk.
So I don't think there's anything else to say about that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a lot of great matches. I'm sure they always put on a phenomenal show. Shout out to Mark and Wendy. As previously seen on SmackDown, Dr. Wagner Jr. It's gonna be a great show. It always is. The crowd, they always bring the energy. I love being there. I have said on this pod multiple times, I don't even need to speak Spanish to speak wrestling. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. March 15th, this Sunday, Norcross, Georgia. There's going to be some names. There's going to be some great matches. I already know the vibes. It's going to feel like I'm home. I cannot wait. I will be in my 4TL gear. Y'all can't miss me. Y'all wouldn't miss me even if I wore something else. But I will be in 4TL gear. I feel like I might have to spice up the attire because it might be my last one for a while, but I cannot wait until this Sunday. Whatever happens, happens. And the best part, Flex will be there for it all.
Why would you antagonize that man? Why did you do that? We like him. Why would you do that?
Oh, I like him too. Did I come off as if I have beef? Sir, he is a professional wrestler. I am the star of 4TL. What could you think that I was insinuating here? I was just stating my disappointment. Allowed to be disappointed. We critiqued WWE for the past 22 episodes. Like, I don't understand. Does it sound personal?
No, but I just don't know these people. Like, my biggest thing is that I just want to make sure that you're okay. I don't want them to have a Malice in the Palace or I just don't want them to shoot on you. No pun intended.
That kind of sounds like you have no faith in me. Do you and I have a problem?
No, like I truly love you, but like these are professional wrestlers. And we only have interviewed this man one time. He could see this and just be like, "Oh, it's up. We are going to do damage. We're going to make sure the star never shines bright." And I don't want that to happen because you're contractually obligated to stay maybe for a while, but also you have obligations that are even above wrestling right now.
Well, we all know I am in this is Star.
Yes.
Now, if I was actually being serious, like serious, like you should be concerned serious, then wouldn't I have approached this like he did? Because one thing that I haven't done on the pod in a while is exactly what he did to me in person, which is speak in a serious tone and remove the shades. Now, I didn't do all that. I'm simply just imitating what he did. But again, I am here on business. I'm here supporting the event that I'm helping to promote. That's my purpose. My purpose isn't to pick a fight. Yeah,
Yes.
the last time that we saw him, it didn't go as planned, but he's a solid wrestler.
Great wrestler, in my opinion.
He's jacked.
Yeah.
He has one of the sweetest drop kicks in the game. He has a phenomenal moveset. I'm not a wrestler. Could be if I wanted to, but that's not where life took me. But hey, one thing you need to know is that you and I, we're the difference, just like the Usos. You have your way, I have my way. And whatever I do it for the love of wrestling. If he does something, we get views. If he does nothing, we still get views. That's it. You think I'm going to put myself in a situation to get hurt? Sir, you act like there's not a steel chair under the ring. I will defend myself. I will find that lady who's usually front row. I will defend myself.
La Nexion. Never mind. You know what? If there's smoke, then Star ain't gonna stand by himself. All for one and one for 4TL. And I hope that all of y'all enjoyed the ride that the 4TL bosses have put you on. And if y'all are not down with that, then we got 2 words for you. Step up.
WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long, and I'm right here with the 2 players for the Love of Wrestling podcast. And if you don't subscribe and you don't get hooked up, then you might end up going one-on-one with The Undertaker. Oh, my! The Undertaker! The Undertaker! The Undertaker! The Undertaker! Wow! The Undertaker.
No, man, tell you can't do that.
The Undertaker. The Undertaker.